Right. Shalom, shalom, ya shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the apostles of great millstone who rule well and who taught us this truth. Special salutations to the hopeful elect, Bayab Dawadah, the house of David, and to the confusion that faces scattered across the four corners of the globe. With the brothers from the shepherds of Berea camp. Shalom to the priest, Dawah Mayam, priest Elak Marah, priest Lagbar, as well as the shepherds of Berea. Keep pushing and striving to this truth. So again, we want to come out like we do week in and week out.
That's right.
To prophesy the downfall of this wicked queendom.
That's right.
America, all right? And America is on this verge of falling, all right? All this normalcy you people are doing, back and forth, walking around, touristing, looking at statues, all this is going to come to an end. Why? Because America is going to become a third world country.
That's right.
Same thing going in Ukraine, that's going to happen in American soil.
That's right.
Believe it or not. When these foreign troopers come over here from NATO and the EU, they're going to start devouring you people.
That's right.
And why? And this is the wrath of the Lord, because it was prophetically written for this kingdom to fall because of its heavy demonic presence, all right? It's witchcraft, all right? It's deceit, and first and foremost, it's captivation of the Israelites.
That's right.
And the mistreatment of the true Israelites, the biblical Israelites, which are you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right? So we're going to start off with Revelations, the 18th chapter.
Right. The book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory.
That's right.
Verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon, the great, is fallen.
Babylon the Great is fallen. And if you don't know, America is spiritually Babylon. Why? Because of the massive confusion that goes on over here. The mixing of multiple nations, the numerous amount of different religions and different beliefs, the many different idols and gods it carries. All right? The heavy push of the homosexual agenda that they attack on the little kids, right? This massive confusion, and that's where Babylon means, from the word Babel, confused, right?
Yeah, if I might add, you know what I'm saying, so much confusion that you have to always constantly remind yourself to be what? To be direct, man. All right, to be direct and truthful. Why? Because you have some in the society they call being PC. You gotta be politically correct. You gotta know when to say something, when not to say something, when to appease a certain crowd, when not to. Hey, listen, man, the biggest thing you got going on right now is what? That they want to push on the media for you to get distracted is this whole Kanye West situation.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So now here it is, you got Kanye West that's pissed off because he's going back and forth with the Adidas deal. But the scriptures tell you to never trust your enemy.
Right.
So at the same time, you can't get upset like, oh, they ain't doing what they said he's going to do. Since when does Esau ever keep his word, man?
Exactly.
You talking about individuals which broke over 600 different treaties with the Native American Indians. Okay, but you got this whole BS indigenous day tomorrow. Okay, talk about the Native American Indians, because you got Columbus Day tomorrow, man. They want to change up the name.
You know what I'm saying? They put Indigenous Day just to slap you in the face, like, okay, all right, stop crying about us killing you and slaughtering you. We're not gonna call it Columbus Day no more. Let's call it Indigenous Day. It's still a slap in the face of how much they slaughtered our people. Like turn them a bone, take a bone.
But it's strategic. It's not even about, they doing that not for the individuals that's here. They're doing that for the next generation, but they're not gonna know no better. So they're just gonna think, okay, they gave us our own day. This is cool, not knowing the history behind it. But when we say Christopher Columbus, everybody knows about Columbus. When we say indigenous, okay, this is how I chop down that wood, so hopefully the next generation don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all it is. It's always a game. That's why they constantly playing with different words, different titles. But to go back real quick, like I was stating, so now you got Kanye West sitting on this old t-shirt saying white lives matter. Now, even within that sense, that tell you that's BS, man. Guess what? Since when have their lives ever mattered, these so-called whites? They tell you that their lives matter. They tell you that they're in trouble. Why? Because guess what? All these streets is named after. Guess what? All these lands is named after. Who you gotta go to for your bank loans? Who the ones that's on the heads of all these different universities? It's having their name on it. It's not Jake. You know what I'm saying? Everything you go to, you gotta go through them. So the fact that you even saying that, which we get, he was trying to do like a play on words to say like, I'm saying it matter because it don't matter.
Yeah.
But yo, just be direct, it don't matter.
Right.
And even within going to Black Lives Matter, that's how you know that this devil knows the truth and took us away from that. Because at the end of the day, why would they fear you saying Black Lives Matter? That's why it has the most press. That's why it's constantly on every single media site. Why? Because they understand that's not what you really are. If you were to say, guess what? The elect lives matter. Okay? Yasha'Allah, the Prince of the Power. Okay? The 12 tribes of Israel, which is so-called blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians, lives matter. You think they'll push that on the news? No, because then you'll be bringing out the truth. So you guys are clowns, man. And they constantly play on your ignorance. That's right. You got it, bro.
I got a quick precept for you. Psalms 58 and 3. Let's see if I should start it up. 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Like the prophet brought out. Why are you mad about how they screwed you over on your Adidas deal? If you just read the scriptures and get comforted through the scriptures, you understand that the wicked are estranged from the womb.
Right.
He had a recent interview and he's speaking about how he's speaking on trust fund babies. He's like, it makes no sense that he worked his butt to make something out of nothing, coming from the struggles he did, and then when he gets there, a whole bunch of VCs, and the only thing that they do is just be a VC, and they get to get 10% of your company.
Right.
So what Kim Kardashian did was, him and Kanye, her and Kanye had a clothing line, and I guess she went beyond his back, while Kanye has 5% of the company and gives it to some Edomite VC that gets 10% of the company, and then they're making changes and selling parts of the company without even his consent or without his input. So he's like, how would you feel if I did that to you? But he's like, basically these trust fund babies, they grow up, right? Their families already been rich through slavery. They pass down the businesses, and now they go to school and get a degree, or they call themselves, I'm an venture capitalist. And then they wait for the upcoming companies, and then they invest into it, or they buy you because they got the money. So you'll find a struggling company. Listen, I'll buy this. I need this percentage. It's the same thing what Shark Tank does.
Yeah, and it's pretty much inside trading.
Yeah.
Guess what? They know who's developing these new companies because they're the ones that allow it. These are the gatekeepers to it.
Right.
Because again, telling you what, you shall be the head, you shall be the tail.
Yeah.
Job 9 and 24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. So they know all the upcoming companies.
Yeah.
And they're not going to allow these companies to thrive until they get into it first. And you got to go through their platform.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, of course, they're going to always have the inside because you got to go through their resources to get it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So, guess what? These kids going to be grandfathered and they're going to be trust fund babies. The only difference is that when you over here learning about your ABCs, they teach them about stocks.
Yeah.
They teach them actual finance and how you deal with the stock market.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, they 10 years old. They 10 years old speaking over your head because you don't know about stocks, you don't know about bonds, you don't know about dividends, right? So that now, when they come of age, of course they're going to take over that company. They know everything about it more than you that got your master's degree, right? That's put yourself hundreds of millions of dollars into debt, right? Of course they're going to have that. They're going to be on the boards. They're going to have all of that, man, because this is their kingdom.
Their kingdom.
So when you see something like that, guess what, Kanye, no matter what, even though you was trying to look out for your wife, right? And guess what? Say, you know what? I gave her $1 million. I gave her a percentage of my company. You thought she was going to do the same thing back and look out for you? First thing first, she's not even an Israelite. That's one. Two, she's the wicked vessel. She's trying to relax in the society. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to find comfort in the society, man. But you put your trust into these females, you put your trust into the society, and then you get upset.
Right.
But at the same time, you want to say that we the real Jews. Oh, technically I can't be anti-Semitic because technically, you know, so-called blacks are the real Jews. Then if that's the case, then you should know to never trust your enemy. And why are you surprised about these persons?
You should know the history of what happened with Israel and Hammond, right? Hammond, yeah. You should know that history, right? All right. Esau, these Edomites, so-called Caucasians, right? They've been our sworn enemies for over 500 years. That's right. So I don't expect them to do anything different, but be the damn devil, right? So it shouldn't take you by surprise. Oh wow, I can't get a percentage of my company no more. Oh wow, he went behind my back and he's selling my company. Oh wow, no, this is what these devils do. That's right. Devour and conquer. That's right. That's what they do.
They've been doing that from the beginning. They did that from, guess what? Their ancestors, reincarnation as Cain.
Right.
Cain was the first murderer. And who did he slaughter? Abel.
Right.
Who's descendants of Abel? You start to go down, is what? Israelites. Israelites.
Can I add something?
You got it, brother.
This is Sirach 12, verse 10.
Bring it out.
Never trust thy enemies, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
Right.
Yeah, right. Kanye West is supposed to know that. I mean, but you going on the wrong things because you're looking at face value. You know what I mean? It's because Esau don't like you. And I'm saying you think that you're about to deal with Adidas and all these things and they stab you in the back, yo. And I'm saying everything you're doing coming back full circle. You see, they come at your wife, they have ways of developing that coming at you. Now you're getting undermined because your company getting decreased and they're selling your shares and you have nothing to say about it. Because they come at your wife. And I'm saying so you know who you're trusting.
Yeah, because because at the same time as you complaining about these VCs that's oppressing you, right, and taking over your company, you're bigging up Donald Trump at the same time. You know? I got the etymology of the word never. It says not ever at no time. So the scriptures tell you never trust your enemies. Not ever at no time should you trust your enemies. Right? So if he shows you that he's a lion and you're supposed to be the gazelle, right? Why would you even trust him? Right. No, the devil's gonna do what the devil does, right? And it's what they were created to do. Be deceivers.
Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. I don't care how much you dress up a lion. I don't care if you put a suit, a tie on him. I don't care if you used to see his mane, put a clown suit over it, put that. Guess what? His instinct is always go after that gazelle. And if you a gazelle and you can't see regardless, do that suit, do that tie, that clown suit, that's still a lion at your ass, and that's on you. Because that's all it is. They just said, you know what, we're going to take away the white hoodie and put on the suit, put on a phallic symbol. That's it. That's all they did. Instead of before where maybe they looked at you a certain way and said, you niggers. Now it's just like, oh no, we care for you. We want to, we want to give you public housing. We want to give you free cheese, government cheese. We want to give you this. You know what? Let's set up a trust fund to give back to the community. But then meanwhile, they hit you with high interest rates. Meanwhile, they say, oh, we're going to bring up minimum wage. So now minimum wage goes to $16, but meanwhile, the cost of living goes up too. So there's the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's strategic.
Come on, man. Let's talk about it.
Bring it up. Yeah, well, what Jake failed to realize is that once the pen and the paper in Esau's hands, you'll never get a righteous deal. If you check out the history of the pen and paper in Esau, go back to the Indians, go back to all these times, you're signing paper and you're feeling comfortable, but you still get stabbed in your back, you don't give a fuck what that pen and paper writing. You know signing paper and that's all, this good, but then there's still paper showing here, it don't give a fuck, so don't get deceived. Put your hope on the pen and the paper. Because once the Esau hand is unrighteous, you'll cut your throat still, yo. No matter what you do, you can't take it for face value, and that one take it for face value. That one you hurt and crush. Because he signed paper and contract that this is good, and it's not that way, yo.
He create and break the law. So
he create and break the law.
He can't go by his agreements.
Yeah, understand?
When he haven't honored his own agreements.
It doesn't honor your agreement. All in history, you never honor it. You never honor it. You know? Like that's like I always say, I'm the 4 acres of mule, I'm the 40 acres of mule and get Christmas Day, and it never happened. You know, the history of this man is honor.
And guess what? We
don't nothing, yo.
And guess what? We don't want it. We talk about the wickedness of your tongue, man. How you always put out these promises, but we don't want it no more, man. The Most High wants your blood.
Right.
The Most High said, how can you recompense me, man? You know what I'm saying? So guess what? Just how blood was shed in this land. Guess what? Your blood gonna be shed in this land. That's gonna be the repayment. All right. You got going there? Look it up.
Yeah, this is Babylon, this is Revelation 18, verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and it's become the habitation of devils.
That's right. The habitation of devils. And you go into that word devil, it goes back to the Latin diablos, which means deceit. Right? And that's what you see America dealing with. A bunch of deceit, lies, right? People stuck in a delusion, right?
And how is it falling, man? Just look around to see how it's falling. Everything looks dilapidated. Guess what? The people are waxing worse and worse. There is no such thing as a bartering system. It's dog eat dog, right? Guess what? When you look at all these different type of programs online, when you really think about it, it's all about what? It's all about you trying to undermine somebody else. Right? You knowing about what's more privy so you can get on top and put somebody else in the bottom. You know know what I'm saying? Everything is about stealing, lying, killing. And guess what? It's glorified through the rap music. It's glorified through the social media, man. Let's talk about it. This place is falling, man. There's no love in this land.
Right.
That's why our Lord and Savior Yahushua said, what? Shall you find faith in this land? Because you know how small that 144,000 is amongst billions of people? That flicker of light, you know how small that is, man? And then we get in the time where what? Like we said, interest rates is more high. They have no jobs, all right? And when they do say they push out jobs, it's paying you $10 an hour. Meanwhile, you already know to survive in certain places, you got to be making over $150,000.
That's right.
So then now what do you think is going to happen? People ribs going to be touching. They're going to look at each other. So this is a minute's going to start coming in, right? So we see everything that's hitting the masses, man. You still telling people to go to college, but then you got this whole situation where, you know, that debt is constantly going up. Then you got Joe Biden over here, Sleepy Joe, lying to you saying that, guess what, we're going to wipe away your student loan debt, and then come back 10 days later and say, we decided you got to have these credentials, we ain't going to do that. So it's getting worse and worse. And ultimately, what does it lead to? Because these are the individuals crashing the dollar, because you got to say to yourself, what is this dollar standing upon? These people want to always say dollar crash, but y'all the ones that created the dollar. So how is it crashing? What is this force that's crashing something that y'all created that y'all can print out? And then you know this whole thing was lies. It was to do what? It was to get you what's the word I'm looking for? To get you stuck on this society of what they consider money, right? And then from there to slowly bring it down, but at the same time, the technology increases, so you start to get to what? Using your credit card.
Yeah.
Before everything was coins, then it was paper money, then it was credit cards. Use your credit card way more, or your debit card way more than you use actual dollars. Then what? Let's bring that down even more. Now you got your Apple Pay.
Yeah.
Everything is digital pay. Now you got it over here where what? Everything is cryptocurrency. Before cryptocurrency, they probably track you a little bit through numbers, but not so much because that was done through what? The dark web. Now what? We have articles where now they're saying that it's not going to be anonymous. So they're going to know your name. They're going to know your social. And then soon, when you get comfortable with that, it's going to be what? That MOTB, that microchip. Which you got individuals like Elon Musk and other individuals that's creating these different type of chips, man. They ain't going to be from one company.
Right.
So it's showing you how this place is falling, man.
Right. I got a quick article you just mentioned, right? It says, U.S. EU tiptoe towards digital ID. Central bankers confirm the CBDC would not be anonymous.
Right, would not be anonymous. So guess what? Even within that, it would not be anonymous, meaning what? They're going to know who you are.
Right.
But guess what? Everything is going to being, what's the word? Optometrists? Like robots.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say the right word. How you say optometrists?
Yep.
I'm probably saying it wrong.
Yep.
Yeah. Optometrists, something like that. Pretty much saying what? Like, prime example, you got Jay-Z that just invested what, like $16 million into robotic robots that make pieces.
Yep.
So why is that? Why do you have all these individuals that's talking so much about cryptocurrency, but then you got the other side saying, oh, that's a flop. But then the dollar crashing. They letting you know what they invested in and what you got to start pushing forward to. It's not a coincidence, man. Everything's going to be more robotic. The jobs is getting less and less.
Right.
You go to certain stores, well, guess what? It used to be a long checkout line. Well, guess what? Many individuals behind those checkout lines saying, how may I help you? Now you go there, you may see one person.
Yep.
Everything else is self-automated.
Right.
You just put your clothes in it just rings it up for you. You just can tell from the tag that you got. You got places like Amazon Go. All you gotta do is literally grab it and walk out. You feel like you almost stealing it. But it automatically hits your account. So it's letting you know within that, this place is getting worse. It's what? Part of depopulation. Because now, how are these individuals gonna make money? Now you starving.
So like in other words, once you're in the store, you're known you're in the store. So you can pick your stuff up and walk out the store.
Yes.
You don't have to ask when that so you interact. So that's the time you come in now.
Soon they're not gonna need that because guess what? That RFID is gonna be in you.
Yep.
So they're gonna know what you walked in, what you grabbed, and what you went out with.
Yep.
That barcode gonna be in you. You got it, Bruce.
Yo, that's funny, man. This article is funny, man, because brothers, we the prophets, man. Because before this article came out, brothers been saying how they was going to try to bring up these digital currencies in order to implant that RFID microchip in you as a form of identity theft, protection, and this is exactly what they're saying. Right? I'm gonna read a little bit on the article.
Protection, elaborates a little more. Protection. Guess what? You have a lot of kids that get stolen. They say they get lost. You know what I'm saying? Stolen. They say, yo, chip them. Guess what? A lot of times I've been seeing that a lot, man. Because you know, both of you have that ring hat. You always see a lost dog, lost dog. You have loved ones that, guess what? Look at their pets as being like children.
Yeah.
Then you're not going to. So everything is going towards what? You being the new barcode, man.
Exactly. It says the CBDC linked with digital ID would allow governments to and corporations to put permission on what you can buy with your own money. So they're gonna give them permission on whatever you can buy with your own money. Hey, does that not sound like Revelations the 13th chapter? Right. Continuing on, it says the heads of both American Federal Reserve and European Central Bank confirmed central bank digital currencies will not be anonymous, right? Which paves yet another path for all compressing digital identity schemes. So, which means what? Hey, everybody that uses those currencies, right, you'll be able to track it.
Right.
So if you're going to be able to track these currencies and these coins, what does that say about your dollar? It's going to be in non-existence.
Right.
This is going to be the new payment.
Right.
And then what's going to happen to this payment? It's going to be more secure when it's inside of you.
Right. You can't track your dollar bill.
Yup. It says, I'm gonna go down a little bit. Let's see. It says the CBDC also run the risk of having every transaction recorded while being fully programmable, which means central bank and their customers can have total control over where, when, how your money is spent.
See that? Total control. You know what that's like? That's like that movie Demolition Man. Remember when they put that thing into his hand? And then guess what? From there, they was like, yo, we can shut you down. We can do this, that, and the third. We think we can't track you. You kept seeing something red glowing in his hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They was able to give him certain skills. He came out and said he's a seamstress. He's like, yo, I was able to knit like crazy.
Yeah.
But that's letting you know what? We control your activities.
Mm-hmm.
So from now on, when you over here like, dang, I can't use my card. Like, yo, they put fraud on my card. I can't use it. They could block you. Mm-hmm. They show you that with Black Mirror too. Yeah. So instead of the whole, what do you call it? What do you call it when you're not allowed to see somebody? They say you have the courtroom. In the courtroom, they say like, I don't want you to see this person no more. You're not allowed to see him. It's a certain word.
Order protection.
Order protection. Instead of an order of protection, they're showing you a Black Mirror, but they can just do it where that person is just blocked out.
In Black Mirror, yeah.
Yeah,
Block you
blocked
out.
out to you. You got the devices, no telling what they can do to you. You pretty much just saying you're a robot.
Right.
They can block it out where everybody else just look fuzzy.
Yep.
You can only see what they want you to see. You know what I'm saying? These are real scary and dangerous times, man. And guess what? We understand that the elect is going to live by faith, but a lot of you peons out here that's not taking it serious, just walking around smiling, you know, in that time of mirth, like it says in the time of Noah, marrying. Guess what? Y'all going to get caught off guard, man. And the Most High is not going to have no mercy on you.
That's right.
Because y'all constantly seeing the prophets out here talking, man, telling us like we bugged out.
Right.
But meanwhile, you have everything around you to show you what's going on, and you still turn a blind eye.
That's right. Real quick. It says first is intermediate, right? I mean, that's how the transactions is going to be, right? Second is privacy protected. So that's what they're pushing in the minds of the people. Third is identity verified. So it would not be anonymous. It would not be an anonymous bearer instrument. And fourth is transferable or interoperable. So we would be looking to balance privacy protection with identity verification, which has to be done, of course, in today's traditional banking system as well. Right? That's just some parts of this article, but it's showing you the transition. It's not. There's no recess. There's no recession going on. There's no recession going on. This is a devil strategically changing his monetary system, but he has to. He's born speaking lies. He can't tell you, oh, listen, this is going to be what I'm going to do because I want to collect usury off it. You know, like this is what I want to do because it's going to bring me more gain and power. I want ownership over your soul. He's not going to come out like the devil he is and let you know why the economy is crashing, why America is $23 trillion in debt, right? Let me get that scripture real quick. Proverbs 28.
Proverbs 28, verse 8. He that by usury and unjust gain increaseth his substance.
He by usury and unjust gain increases his substance.
Right.
Because this is exactly what he's doing. Increasing his substance by unjust gain and usury. This is what the devil does. Yeah.
He shall gather it from him that will pity the poor.
He shall gather him from him that will pity the poor. So the Bible is giving you characteristics of these devils.
Right.
All right? Jump to verse 10.
Verse 10, this Proverbs 28,
You
verse
can
10.
read now. You can read now.
Verse 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law.
Which is you people out here, man.
Right.
Especially you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
That's right.
You turn away your ear from hearing the law.
Right.
You don't want to get the understanding. You don't want to hear the prophets out. You don't want to change your lives. Everyone is on comments. Yeah, we the Israelites. Yeah, we the Jews. Yeah, follow for the people. I ain't Israelite. I'm not black no more. Worshiping the Most High with your hearts. I mean, worshiping the Most High with your lips, but your heart is far from the Lord.
Exactly.
Yeah, read that again.
Because it's deeper than just say, we Israelites, okay. So what, you know that? Guess what? You think Judas ain't know who he was?
Wow.
Well, he still was a devil, wasn't he?
Wow.
So what does that mean?
Wow.
When you read about all these individuals that did these wicked acts, in the scriptures, they knew who they were.
Right.
Wow.
So just that you know your nation, it's more steps than that.
Right.
Okay, I'm automatically saved. I know who I am now. Now I can sit back and still be shaping up my bed. I can sit back and still be committing adultery. I can sit back and still be hand in hand with Esau. I can sit back. No, you can't. Because now it's just like anything else. What do they say? If you know better, you do better, right?
Exactly.
So now the Most High going to judge you even more. It's like, okay, I'm not going to wink at your ignorance. You know better.
Right.
Exactly.
Before when you didn't know, and you coming in cool, but now you going back to that.
Yeah.
So guess what? Nobody gonna feel sorry for you, Kanye West, and all you other individuals out here that know what's going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z want to say no shaitan. Where you got that from?
Yeah.
These individuals know what's going on.
Exactly.
But yet they still do what? They still want to be the opposite of, what they put that opposite concept? They steal from the rich and give to the poor?
Yeah.
No, that individual steal from the poor.
Right.
To fill your own filthy lucre, man.
Right.
Because y'all can't get over on Esau. Because
Right.
y'all trying to be like him. You can't get, y'all dudes be only selling these different wicked ass plans and these different platforms with all these different programs that y'all have online. Y'all don't be doing that with this devil. Because they got it already. Why would you have to do a trucking business for Esau that got it already? You're doing it to what? The less fortunate.
Right.
Your own people. That's how these individuals get rich. They do that to their own brother. They don't do that to the wicked of this world.
That's right.
That's why it says again, what? You shall be the head, you shall be the tail.
That's right.
How you gonna get over on him? You trying to be above in this society. Like, yeah, I got my credit score up. So which means what? You trying to be like who? Who are you giving these courses about getting out of debt from? It's not for him, it's for us. Yeah.
Continuing. It's Proverbs chapter 28, verse 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be abomination.
And that's what they do in the Christian church. They don't follow any of the laws. But then they sitting there praying. Hey, the Lord said your prayers, even your prayers are going to be an abomination.
Right.
The Most High not listening to you people, man. Why? Because they're a bunch of hypocrites.
Right.
Right. They claim that they they believe in the Most High. They claim they believe in God. Right. But they really don't in their hearts. Right. They're a bunch of hypocrites, and this is why the Lord has our people in the conditions that they are in today.
Right.
And then anyone that gets to step out of that boundary a little bit, right? Most I give him a little wiggle room. He jumps into the corporate life of Esau. He doesn't think that he done got saved now. I made it. You made it only because you left the struggles of what your people are dealing with, but not realizing you're still oppressed. Right. Even the so-called white people in America is being oppressed by their own. Right. There's no way if this was about them. Exactly. There's no way in the kingdom of Israel we're going to have any Israelites working and paying taxes. Right. So you guys are two-time losers in your own white supremacist, white privileged society. That's right.
I mean, but they tell you down there, Georgia Guidestone, you want to bring the population down to 500 million people. That means you're annihilating a lot of every nation, including your own.
Right.
Verse 10. Whoso causeth the righteous to go astray.
So causeth the righteous to go astray. Because even though 2/3 of our people, they're 2/3 now, but Israel in general is the righteous.
Right.
Israel is the righteous.
Right.
Esau is the wicked.
Right.
But out of in that concept of Israel being the righteous, 2/3 of our people will be destroyed.
Right.
But they're going to come back to the loans through the loans of the elect. But they are the righteous.
Right.
And you causing them to go astray, right?
Like Deuteronomy, what's that? The 32nd chapter, it says, Yasharon shall wax fat. Meaning what? Upright one. You know what I'm saying? Another adjective for Israel, man. Because guess what? We was upright. We was righteous.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We are the apple of the Most High's eyes. Talking about
right.
Israel.
That's
Well,
right.
we know 2/3 are the ones that's corrupted.
It's corrupted now.
Right? But that still doesn't mean that of the nation they are not righteous. It's just saying that those are the corrupted ones out of that bad seed. Because guess what? The scriptures say what? All of Israel shall be saved.
All Israel shall be saved. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Israel's not going into captivity in the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
All right? They're going to get judged for what they do on this side. Those going to be the 2/3, right? Which if it's a chart, if it's a pie chart, what's 2/3? 666.
Yeah.
Right? That's going to get destroyed on this side for taking that MOTB.
That's right.
But guess what? They're going to be reborn again in the kingdom, man.
That's
and be
right.
in their righteous state of mind, which they are. Because that fire is going to be a cleansing agent, man.
right.
A very painful
Right.
cleansing agent, which we pray we're not a part of. We pray all you brothers out there speaking this word, truth, sincerity, is part of that 144,000, you know, that 1/3.
That's right.
But guess what? 2/3 going to feel it, dude. Like what you say, through death, through pain.
That's right.
But they're going to come back righteous, man. You got it.
Start that again.
Yeah. Proverbs 28 verse 10. Whoso causeth the righteous to go astray in an evil way.
In the evil way.
He's-
Which is what you're doing. And how is it in the evil way? You're crashing. You built a Federal Reserve note, right, in Jekyll Island, fiat currency that you knew was going to crash. Debt on pile of debt on top of debt. But yet the agenda was always to get this global currency, this new world order, and that one digital currency that you were planning to put inside them. But then you know the Lord said anyone that takes that is going to get put to death. So you causing them to go straight in the evil way, guys.
Right. He shall fall himself into his own pit.
You hear that, Kanye? This is what you need to read. Right? He shall fall himself into his own pit. Right? This is why we understand the destination of these Edomites. Right? We understand, like the scriptures say, they're going to fall into their own pit.
Right.
Right? They could be a lion as much as they want, a wolf as much as they want, oppress the poor as much as they want, oppress their own people. All right? But the Lord said the great judgment that's coming for Edom.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Continuing. But the upright shall have good things in possession.
Good things in possession. Why? Because eventually they're going to become our possessions. The
Right.
same way they put our people in slavery and in captivity, that's the same thing that's going to happen to them. They're going to get put in chains. All right, their kids is gonna get put in chains.
That's right.
They're gonna get slaughtered.
That's right.
All right, they're gonna get mistreated.
That's right.
All right, the same way they oppressed our people and put us in slavery, that's the same thing that's gonna happen to these so-called Caucasians.
Right.
Why? Because the scriptures say it. So we can't go against what was written before us. The only thing we can do is read it, accept it, and have faith. You
That's
know?
right, brother. Matter of fact, what scripture is that?
That's Proverbs 28 verse 10.
Matter of fact, can I get something real quick? Because I've been reciting some scriptures, man, but I want to start reading the Holy Spirit. Revelations 18:6, it says, reward her even as she rewarded you,
Powerful.
and double unto her, double according to her works. It says, in the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double, which means what? Anything that this devil did, they're going to get back double, man. All these other nations, they're going to get back double. And we can't even really comprehend and perceive, you know, the hell that we're going to put on these devils in the kingdom of heaven, man. Because we can only go by our earthly thoughts, you know what I'm saying? The Lord didn't even unlock our full potential yet. When that time happens, forget it, because you guys put us in the worst conditions, the ghettos, the slums, pissy hallways, the worst water, the worst air, the worst school systems, right? Y'all got us over here speaking this freaking abominable ass language more fluent than our actual Hebrew language, man. The last one, Kodash, the holy tongue.
Yep.
you know, people that, and you got people that go to school to learn the best of this language, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying it's wrong for you, you know, to know how to articulate and become better at language, but we just saying that, guess what? When the baby comes out speaking Hebrew, you automatically do what? Yeah, you get brainwashed into learning English or whatever other wicked language that's in this world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So guess what? In that time, guess what? Everything that you did to us, you're gonna get back double, man. You're gonna get the worst of the worst. You're gonna get the worst interest loans. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? When y'all wanna put us on loans for like 30 years, guess what? We're gonna put you up for like 100 years. Guess what? The interest rate is gonna be so high, if you had to pay $100, guess what? It was really only like you paid 1 cent. It's gonna be like interest rate 99.99%. So all that just went back to the interest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And any little thing you can think of, you're gonna get the worst of it, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead. That's it on that. Go back.
You got something again? You got something again?
Yeah, I was something like back when we just said about Babylon. And the golden cup. This is Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. So, you know, you have been the golden cup, you know what I mean? So why you get back double? Because you drink from this golden cup, you drink and you spoil the whole world with your philosophy, yo. That's why you get back double the amount of this cup, because the Lord had you there. He put you there. You know what I mean? It wasn't that you did all left, and He put you there. So, I mean, for this cup you're drinking, and you think that I get back that cup, you get back double the amount, yo. That same cup you drink for years, and you spoil the whole world with that cup, and all the nations follow you. You go back to drink everything you did to mankind and did to people and rape them and steal. You get back to your people. You get it back, yo.
That's right.
And double.
Yeah, that wine's your
Yeah,
philosophy,
yep.
man. That's why you got the Arab woman online right now twerking on freaking world stuff.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's exactly why you got Moab over here dressed up in your customs.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why. Why? Because you made all them drink of that wicked wine of your philosophies,
Yep.
man. Your westernized slash sodomite ways, your westernized Satan ways.
Yep.
Okay? To the point where everybody, guess what, are suffering from what you did. And that's exactly why they tell you in the book of Joel, 3rd chapter, man, it says that we shall be strong. Why? Because all these other nations want to come up against you now, man.
Right.
Why? Because you corrupted everything that they stood for. Yes, we understand that they nations and they wicked. We're not pushing no validation for them, man. But at the same time, that's why they pissed up, that they see being under your rule is the worst, man. Because guess what? In the kingdom of heaven, guess what? Everything won't be righteous. You guys set up a wicked system where can't nobody live in this, man. Everything is order out of chaos. You know what I'm saying? You got, like I said, you got the Moabite woman, you got the Ammonite woman, you got all them dealing with this whole women's liberty, man.
Yeah.
That's from your philosophies, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Your G.I. James, that's from your philosophies.
Yep. No wine.
From your wine, man. Go ahead. You got something.
Yeah, I seen an article on social media where somewhere in Iraq, the woman they want to uncover their hair, and the men getting on uproar. You know, they're watching all these Western women live, and they want to start to uncover their hair.
Right.
And that was something sacred. The woman don't come, only in America, Western world woman could have their hair open out and all color.
Right.
And I mean, at least there are people following the law. They want to stop uncover their hair, yo.
Right.
And the man are going crazy, yo.
Right.
The men ain't because they want to start to uncover their hair. What next after their hair? Then when you start wearing pants, what after pants? Then they want high equal rights. They want feminism law. So they will start from, yo.
Right.
From
And
the
guess what?
fucking head.
In this wicked society, there's no penalty for committing adultery.
Yep.
They push that vibration. That's all you hear through the song.
Yep.
Mr. Steal your girl.
Yep.
I'm your girl. I'm in the club. I'll bring your girl in the club. I'm
Yep.
gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. That's pushed heavy in this society, man.
Right.
Guess what? Somebody say they get caught, so-called cheating in this society, as they want to call it. Don't nothing happen. There's no repercussions for that. They make shows out of that.
Right.
So people can look at it. You got so-called cheaters, all these different things. There's no penalty for that. Not in this wicked society. You do that across seas, guess what? You get your head chopped off, man.
Yep.
In certain spots, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it's supposed to be. But in this wicked society, y'all push that.
Right.
And that's why you have that madness going on right now, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like the prophet is bringing out, man. Guess what? You're gonna get double for that
Right.
wicked wine, man. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what the daughter of Babylon is, that great whore, man. That sat down these other nations and guess what? Gave them syphilis, gave them the clap. And now they pissed off. And you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna clap back at you with their nuclear missiles, man.
Right.
Why you think Putin and all these other individuals is ready for war, man? You know, brother was talking about an article, man, where guess what? It said you got Putin over here preparing his citizens for nuclear war. He's just not playing with you. Kim Jong-un not playing with you. Matter of fact, what you said, brother? In that article, Russia's starting to draft 17-year-olds,
17 to 25.
man.
18 to 27-year-olds.
Yep.
Russia's actually starting to draft.
Yep.
Old, young, sick, people that's not even trained. All right, matter of fact, let me get this one article. It says Russia says over 200,000 drafted into army since Putin's decree. Right? So, right, Putin is drafting anybody. And then you also had an article that says the U.S. Embassy in Moscow urges American citizens to leave Russia immediately because they understand that it's going to be a full-blown out war over there.
Right.
Right? And then they're going to eventually take what? Attacks on anybody, any U.S. U.S. citizen on their soil as a form of attack on America. Right. So this war is going to happen.
It's coming.
Right? We're already in the midst of World War III.
Right.
Right? But you're gonna have Iran still attacking Israel, right? That's definitely gonna happen.
Right. Iran, Iraq. You got you say Iran, Iraq. You got Syria. You got North Korea. Okay. You got Taiwan. Okay. Let's not get it twisted. They got their military might as well. You know what I'm saying? We already know Turkey is part of that. Dealing with NATO. You know what I'm saying? Germany. Okay. So guess what? It's all out. You got one out.
It's a full-blown war. I just have one more article just speaking on the concept. You said how everybody hate each other and you caused everyone to follow you because what you did was you had everybody going through this retarded ass petrodollar system. Right? Which everyone has to purchase oil through your petrodollar paper currency. Which Al-Assad, he wasn't with that. And that's what the whole war was about in Iraq when you got Gaddafi killed for trying to create a currency backed by gold. Right? Because that's the devil you are. But now you're flipping it and you're trying to get everybody worldwide to get with the digital currency now.
That's why y'all want to make it seem like the Bitcoin is the gold. And Ethereum is the silver. It's fake. It's invisible. Like I want to see, is somebody gonna come to me right now and put a Bitcoin in my hand? It's gonna be a hand-to-hand transaction. Like here's your Ethereum. That dude's going back and forth crazy online. Yo, the Bitcoin, oh my this, my that. You can't even touch it. It's not. There's nothing there. It's tangible.
Illusion.
And then what do they say? Are you gonna cash out? So you can't even get the coin. You gotta get the cash from, but the cash is no longer there. That dude's just sending invisible money to each other. And this is what y'all individuals are dying for. You got individuals doing credit card scams over invisible money.
Exactly.
Killing each other over invisible money.
It says Israel, Norway, and Sweden central banks partner with the BIS to explore CBDC's payments. So, and that's the central banks of central banks, right? So, but they're partnering together because everyone eventually is going to be what? Under that umbrella of the MOTB, right? Digital device that's supposed to be implanted in you. So everyone is getting on board because they see the shift. Hey, Jamaica created the first digital dollar as well. They created the digital dollar. All these countries is creating these digital currencies because that's going to be the device that you people are going to put inside you to make your form of payments. You know?
But they constantly get you what? They constantly put you in that mirror spirit, the entertainment spirit. The next fight that's going to come up. Oh, we got the Crawford and man name. Every next fight that's going to happen. We got this, we got that. Meanwhile, they were showing you in that movie Wizard of Oz, follow the money. Y'all dudes don't look and see all these different articles coming out. We're talking about the central bank, elite banking families that's pushing for what? Cryptocurrency. But then y'all dudes are still saying, oh, dollar bill, get this, get that. These are the individuals that create that system of money. So if they push to that, what are they telling you that's going to? So why y'all not bringing up your awareness, man? But the most side not dealing with you. Yes. You got Joel 3 and 9. It says, proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. And guess what? That's all you see on the news, man. You know what I'm saying? Unless you hiding under a rock for the longest, anytime you look at the news, you always hear about what? More warfare. Okay? More about their technology increasing. More about what? Russia over here in Ukraine. more about, guess what? North Korea going back and forth with China. Oh, now China's back and forth having beef with America because guess what? America's going back and forth with Taiwan. China's trying to get Taiwan back in China. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? This is going over here in Syria. This is going on over here. Guess what? Oh, in Britain. Oh, the Queen just died. Now you got King Charles. King Charles is trying to implement a new dollar system, right? It says, verse 10, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. When's the last time you guys ever looked up on television and seen freaking Iraq saying, yeah, and this show dealing with agriculture, you know, how to make, you know, your corn grow 2 times faster if you put down these nutrients. No, you don't hear that. Those pruner hooks, the material that use those pruning hooks, that steel, those precious metals was made now for what? Tanks.
Right.
Drones. Okay, nuclear capability, man, which is the ultimate thing that's going to be hitting and sent it off all throughout the world, man.
Right.
Okay, that's all you hear about. That's all you hear about. The technology increasing.
Right.
You're dealing with Russia. You're talking about the Satan too, which they got things more advanced than that. You know what I'm saying? These individuals. Then you got certain places where they have freaking what do you call it? Freaking ICBM missiles, which I forgot what it's called, but it's almost like a blade, like a ninja. When they shoot it off, then it just cuts up real quick in that facility.
Yeah.
They cut anything in sight. Yeah? Okay? So that's saying what? The weak shall say, I am strong. And we ultimately know what's one of the main heathens that's going to be destroying this place. It's going to be what?
Right.
God. And that's talking about what? Russia. God to make God. Right? And what do you hear on the news? And that's them bringing back what? That USSR again.
Right.
When they're over here dealing with what? Ukraine. Taking over that, man. Okay, so everything y'all hear on TV with the, Ukraine is starting to take over, is bullshit. Okay, Russia is dominating. They're going to bring that back together.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Let's have common sense here.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Gas. Let's have common sense here. We already know what Russia's going to do because it's prophecy.
Right.
They're bringing that back, and guess what? It's going to hit a time when the Most High, like it says in Revelation, it says he's holding back the angels are holding back the 4 winds.
Right.
They're going to let loose those nuclear missiles, man.
Right.
They didn't make all these nuclear missiles not to be shot off.
Right.
And they just make it so they can shine it and say, look how good that looks. They're not antiques.
Nope,
They meant
they're
for
not.
warfare, man. They meant to destroy. It says, verse 11, it says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together around about, to the cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. And guess what? They all gathering themselves. All you hear is constantly about what? G7 summits.
Yeah.
All you hear is them constantly coming together about war, having their, democracy, but meanwhile, in their own country, they're like, yo, listen, we got our democracy because we still doing business with y'all, but guess what? We're trying to cancel them out.
Yeah.
Why you think there's always something going on with the pipelines? We trying to do business with Russia and have these pipelines together. At the same time, Russia's going to be our guard dog. Syria, things of that nature, right? So that what? We can take out America because we ain't going to need them no more. So everybody else realize, listen, being under this umbrella of America, guess what? We can't deal with them.
Right.
So you know what? We got to find other ways so we can take them out. It says, verse 12, it says, let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Yeah, awakened, because guess what? Before it was a cold war. Now you actually have real wars. Like I said, that bear was hibernating before, now it's, let me stretch out. And even on prophecy, you know it's a bear, because guess what? When you deal with Russia, they're not really dealing so much with airplanes. That's America. The Eagle, the ground. How many tanks they got, man?
Right. Tanks.
They said they got tanks that's the size of. I can't even remember.
They got the best. They got the best floor game. They got the
Exactly.
best ground floor military game.
Exactly. Now let's not get it twisted. We're not saying they don't have anything else, but that's what they specialize.
That's what they specialize in. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Ground tactics. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All these other nations are being awakened because they know it's wartime. All these other nations deal with what? A war. You know what I'm saying? Geopolitics.
Yeah.
Why you dudes only care about Atlanta housewives?
Yeah. Weaponizing the weather. Yep. Yeah.
Weaponizing the weather. They deal on a global scale. While you peons out here doing what, man? Just worrying about the next freaking Canaan show, Power 2. It says, verse 13. It says, and also it said what? It says Jehoshaphat, which means what, man? The valley of decision. Okay? Okay? The valley of decision, man. Most High's judgment. All right?
Lord's gathering all you damn heathens like a bunch of roaches in that one area, in order to what? Because Most High's gonna bust through the clouds,
Right.
and catch all of you guys slipping right there.
Right.
It's like it tells you in the 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter.
Yep.
And he's gonna devour you heathens, man. And that's the day we're looking forward to, man.
Yep.
You know?
It's gonna come suddenly in a moment.
Yeah, you know what it is, man? Hey, the Most High is all about surprise parties. You know what I'm saying? Just like how you got Jake, like, yo, I'm gonna throw a party for him, meaning what? I'm gonna catch him slipping, have everybody shoot at him, right when he don't know where he's at.
Yeah.
The Most High gonna plan a party for y'all, man. We're gonna have all y'all gathered together, because the Most High plays chess. Well, y'all like to say y'all kill 2 birds with 1 stone. The Most High is killing all y'all nations.
That's right.
One, with everything that's going on. He said, okay, your God is your guns, your oils, your drugs, cool. I'm gonna bring y'all together because of that. With your warfare, everything going on. And guess what? He gonna bring the ultimate party to y'all, man. The ultimate surprise party. Man.
Right.
And that fireworks is gonna be on nuclear missiles.
Right.
It says, verse 13, it says, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Put in that sickle, man, like, that harvest, that's the time when what? It's time to pluck it up.
Ready to
That's
reap.
when it's the ripeness, it's time to eat, man. You know what I'm saying? It says, come, get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Yeah, man. You dudes have gone to the point where y'all actually, and you dudes have got, that's how you know this nigga, he said this is the worst kingdom. You dudes have literally gotten to the point where y'all corrupted the heavens, man.
Right.
Y'all got y'all satellites in the heavens. That didn't happen in the Medo-Persian Empire. That didn't happen in what, the Babylonian Empire. That didn't happen in the Greek Empire. That didn't happen in the Roman Empire. The revived Roman Empire, the daughter of Babylon, y'all got the satellites in the heavens.
Yep.
And what's in that? And what's in those satellites? Nothing but what? Witchcraft.
Yep.
Everything that you watching on the internet, that's in there. Your witchcraft, your voodoo, your freaking LGBT movements, everything is in the freaking heavens through your satellites, man. Everything that's corrupt that you watch in the news, you polluted the heavens with.
Right.
Okay, putting your space programs up there.
Yep.
Okay. You constantly doing what? Taking pictures with your what do you call those things, man? Those telescopes, it's called Hubble, something like that. Your telescopes trying to explore and do what? Like try to expose the Most High's planets, secrets, and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Trying to.
You know what I'm saying? Guess what? That's all wickedness, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to promote yourself as being the Most High. Like, listen, I can do whatever I want. See? I'm the one that's showing you this. I'm the one that's showing you that. You know what I'm saying? Which is all precious what? Now, we all understand that's all even more faith for the elect to see. But at the same time, that's not your business to be showing the Most High secret things, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So guess what? It overflow, man. But it says, verse 14, multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision.
Right.
The day of the Lord is near, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Once again, you can just look at it. You can feel it. You can feel it too. Every time I come out here, I can feel it, man. You know what I'm saying? You feel that dark continence, man. You feel that dark spirit.
Right.
Like you know something's about to happen, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The people are constantly in distress. You know what I'm saying? People are upset. Civil unrest, you know what I'm saying? Constantly looking on the news, people getting stabbed and killed in subways.
Yep.
A lot of spirit of vengeance out here, man. You know that time is coming, man. That time is coming. That was it on that.
Right. This is Matthew chapter 12, verse 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
That's right. Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and this is why you see the kingdom of Edom is being brought to desolation. Because we're not gonna play these games under these different costumes you want to hide under.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Russian. Hey, I'm American. Hey, I'm the Turkish. I'm the German. You are all Edomites.
That's right.
So even though the Lord's going to use you to destroy yourself, which Russia is going to destroy America, them damn Russians are Edomites.
That's right.
So that's why the kingdom won't stand.
That's right.
It's divided against itself. And you've been at war with yourself since the British-French wars.
Yep.
Right? This is something you always did. Right? So your kingdom has, as soon as it started, it started to deteriorate and crash.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Let me stop. Yeah, this is Matthew 12, verse 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation.
Right,
And
man. It's a lot, kid, brother. It's like, right, it's going to desolation. Because guess what? A lot of you dudes out there, too, believe there's going to be another manifest destiny. Like, all of a sudden, guess what? The kingdom of heaven is going to break down, and y'all going to get established again. No, like the prophet was just saying, you dudes are not on the same page. You dudes, everyone want to be another ruler. Everyone want to put in their own policies. And that's why y'all broken up. Guess what? The kingdom of heaven, that's not going to have that. It's going to be a proper order, man. A proper order and dictatorship.
Right.
Righteousness under Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
that's right.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, King David, the hopeful elect, and that's it. And guess what? They all are going to be on the same page as one body, man. Okay? It's not going to be no situation where, no, you know what? America feels like you should be giving out these treaties. Russia's like, no, I'm not dealing with this treaty. Taiwan, I'm not dealing with this. We got to do this. Well, I'm not agreeing with you. I'm not agreeing with you. That's what y'all got. None of y'all on board with anything.
Right.
That's why I tell you what, in Job 21 it says that the fullness of its sufficiency.
Shall be his traits.
Because these are these other nations shooting this at you. It's not us. When y'all want to talk about, oh, we the biggest drug dealers and we the biggest threat to society, we don't got no nuclear capability. So that lets you know that even within that one world order, you still don't have a one world order. Because why are these other nations going to be shooting off missiles at you?
Right.
Everybody not going to be in agreement.
Yeah, even with that one world order, it's still not a one world order.
Because guess what? Y'all tried it already. Psalm 83rd chapter. That great Tomo. Y'all Edom, right? And then everybody under that. But guess what? Y'all realize y'all got the worst part of the stick. And now y'all like, wait a minute here. And he doing it again. And now this time they're going to be like, oh, nah, we ain't going to do this for the second time. All right, shoot these missiles for
Trying it again here. Got a quick precept. The prophet brought out. Isaiah 9:6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, which you ignorantly call Jesus.
God.
This is Yahweh Shah, who was given to who? The nation of Israel.
That's right.
It says, given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Right? This is all titles of Yahweh Shah that was given to him. Right? Verse 7.
Hold up. It said the Prince of Peace, correct?
Yep.
It said who's the King of Peace?
That's right.
I always want to say, that in itself lets you know the difference between the Heavenly Father and His Son.
Heavenly Father
If
and
he's the
Son,
Prince
yeah.
of Peace, then who's the King?
That's right.
Come on, man.
That's right. It says, verse 7, of the increase of his government and peace, there shall be no end. There shall be no end. Like you just mentioned.
Wow.
There's going to be no other kingdom coming up after that.
Right.
Oh, the kingdom failed and
Yeah.
new uprising. No, once the kingdom of Israel gets established, that's it. There's going to be no two kingdoms ruling and then warring. One kingdom.
Right, it ain't gonna be no once a year, somebody gotta fight for the throne.
Yeah.
Y'all dudes watch too much fucking Black Panther, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For the Black Panther, all of a sudden they
Yeah.
fighting for the throne.
Yeah.
Killmonger came up in there and said what? He said, yo, burn all this shit.
Yep.
He said, that's it. Why? Because it's supposed to be going through the bloodline anyway.
right.
You know what I'm saying? He said, yo, burn all this. He's like, you sure? He's like, yo, when I say something, I'm mean this. I said, oh, dang.
Yep.
So yo, burn all this. We don't need no more of that. Y'all want to take all these different potions, get hired, and then start fighting on that? No. It's gonna be my seed and his seed and his seed how it's supposed to go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because he said burn it all, remember? Because it's not about we fighting back and forth for the kingdom. Like the rightful ruler is here, just like it's gonna be the King Solomon and go from there, man. Not you gotta King Solomon gotta fight this person to see you. No, it don't work that way, man.
Solomon fighting the king of Moab.
Nah, it don't
Who's
work
gonna sit
that
on
way,
the
bro.
throne?
No.
It ain't gonna be
That's what some of these nations think, man. We're gonna fight for pop. Listen, in that time, y'all ain't gonna be able to fight anyway.
Yep.
Even if y'all wanted to.
Yeah.
Let me get that. Bring it up.
It says, of the increase of his government and peace, and there shall be no end upon the throne of David, right, and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever. The zeal of the Lord Yahweh of hosts will perform this. Right? So that's the zeal of the Lord to establish the upcoming kingdom. It's not going to end.
Never end.
It ain't ain't gonna be like this soft-ass wicked kingdom.
Right.
You got homosexuals walking around doing what they want.
Right.
Women
Right.
overpowering you, speaking, doing what they want to do. All right, having an input. All right, bumping heads with you, screaming at you, running down on you, killing you.
Exactly.
Putting you on child support.
You look at this kind of person as well. Like you said, putting you on child support. Matter of fact, you can see something just came out right now, man. It said, what, Eddie Murphy got to pay like $35,000 a month to, what's her name, Mel B or something like that, the Spice Girl. You know what I'm saying? That ain't going to happen,
$10,000
bro.
more.
Yeah,
They was already paying 25.
So there ain't gonna be none of that in the kingdom. I had no back talking, no, you looking at me, man. It's feeling like you usurping authority. I can do whatever I want. I got my education, I got my master's degree. Ain't gonna be none of that, man. Now you gonna have your master's degree, meaning what? I'm gonna be your Lord. That's it. I'm gonna be your master. You know what I'm saying? And you get a degree in serving. That's it. And guess what? These other nations, man. You know what I'm saying?
Done.
Yeah, done. 2-time loser.
Something about to go in the basement and fly.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be no. When we say your kingdom end, it end. Ain't gonna be no last Edomite in the cut, no last see like in movies, living on that ground, rising up and rising.
Yeah, like
that shit.
Like that wicked movie Noah.
It gonna be
Like that
yeah.
wicked movie Noah. Somehow two boys.
One escape, one escape and rise on the ground and rise and you get a vision. Nah, you're done. It's a wrap, yo.
The last Edomite.
Yeah.
The last samurai, the last Edomite.
Yeah. Nah.
Coming to save the nation of Edom.
Coming back out the same. Oh, I forgot the Edomite. No.
Catch Eve.
Yeah.
Rape Eve. Start making his seed.
That ain't gonna happen, man. That ain't gonna happen in the kingdom, man. And then guess what? The last one's gonna be on that same day where you do a bonfire for all of y'all, man.
We're back
That's
into the
y'all
right.
slaves.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be the last Edomites.
Yep. That's right.
You got more?
Listen.
John, let's bring this out, man. 'Cause let's talk about their judgment a little bit.
Yeah.
'Cause once again, there ain't no manifest destiny where y'all gonna be back on top, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So like we used to always say that, hey, y'all Edomites, y'all live it up, man. You know what I'm saying? It's your time, live it up. 'Cause we gonna live it up for eternity. Y'all might as well live it up. And whatever you're doing, enjoy it. But guess what? All that is being written down in your tab, man.
Right.
And you're gonna get all that back double. It
Right.
says Psalms 2 and let's start at 1. Why do the heathen rage? And the people imagine a vain thing. Why y'all upset about what we saying? Why y'all imagine a vain thing? There is no manifest destiny. Y'all know that we're gonna be up top because guess what? It took all y'all nations to bring us down and take us away from the name.
Right.
And guess what? For all your resources, for all your billions of dollars, trillions of dollars, you still couldn't take us away from y'all about Shemal.
Right.
Okay? So that just shows you how y'all don't got no power. All right? Throughout all your resources, throughout all your media, your mediums, your tell lies to your vision, television, your programming of the people.
Right.
Guess what? You still couldn't take us away from the love of y'all about Shemal Shah.
That's right.
Through all your witchcraft, through all your slavery, through all what? You constantly serving us as alligator bait, You mutilating us, putting us in the seats of your chairs,
Right.
Let's talk about it, man. Throughout all of that, the Lord still woke up his men, man,
Right.
and called us to this marvelous truth, man.
Right.
So why y'all imagine a vain thing? Because y'all know your kingdom is coming to an end, man. It says verse 2, the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bonds asunder and cast away their cords from us. Now, when this ever happened, this didn't happen because they're not in chains yet. This to me sounds like the future.
Right.
I always want to say back to the future. You can't escape this. That's why y'all make these movies. You cannot escape the judgment, man. Y'all can make your Terminators going back. Y'all can't escape it. It's going ahead. Because one thing they showed you in Terminator, what? The nuclear missiles always hit. No matter how much I went back in time, you couldn't stop it, man. Okay? This is talking about what? When we put y'all elite banker families in chains, man. Okay? So guess what? Your Queen Elizabeth, right? Guess what? Yeah, you in the spirit world and you waiting your judgment.
Right.
But guess what? You're going to go straight to chains, man. Your family line, your elite banker families, all of you. It says, and it said they're going to take counsel together. But guess what? You know what? I'm going to continue reading. It says, verse 3, let us break their bonds asunder and cast away their cords from us. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like what they showed you from the Planet of the Apes. They try to take off their chains and try to walk around and see if they can find a way out.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen, man. You think you're going to find a little spaceship around, try to go to another planet? You think you're going to another planet, man? That's not going to happen. It says, verse 4, he that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, and the Lord shall have them in derision. Right, the most I'm going to have you as a mocking stock, bro.
Right.
Now, how about some y'all shot going here? You ain't going to be laughing like, you really think you don't see what y'all doing?
Yeah.
You think the elect is not going to be able to hear your murderings?
Yeah.
You're going to be over here like, these clowns over here really think that we don't know what's going on. Let's see what's going to be funny. Let's see. It's hilarious. Let's see what happens. Huh? It says, verse 5, then shall he speak unto them in his wrath. Which means what, man? You know what? You finish. And vex them in his sore displeasure. But what it says, then shall he speak unto them in his wrath. So what does that mean, man? You ever heard the saying, actions speak louder than words? That's how he's going to speak with you, through his actions. By what? Tormenting you. Huh? More slavery. For putting you through even worse punishment for you even trying to escape. And knowing that we could bring you right back to life and then do it all over again. You talk about torture. That 1,000 years gonna feel like eternity, man.
Right.
Brothers might be here to that time just turn back the clock of that day, you know what I'm saying? Or in your dreams, while you in your dreams just torture you to the point where it feel like that's a lifetime in your dream. And then you wake up and realize, damn, that was just one day. It says, verse 6, yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. Who is that king?
Yep.
It says, verse 7, I will declare the decree. The Lord hath said unto me, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. Last one, verse 8, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen of thine inheritance. Hold up. We all know it's not talking about Israel because this is the kingdom. Israel's on top. So who we getting as the inheritance?
That's right.
So guess what? That individual always talk about slavery. Guess what? We're going to have slaves in the kingdom.
Right.
That's going to be our inheritance, man. Just like how y'all had it with us. Guess what? We going to have it but for eternity, man.
That's right.
Do as we please, man.
Right. That's right.
Okay? Only difference is that, guess what? It's going to be a righteous kingdom.
Yep.
It ain't going to be a kingdom where we're going to be pushing some LGBT community, man.
Exactly.
All right?
Unjust laws.
Unjust laws, man. But guess what? Israel's not going to be doing those sin offers because we're not going to sin. It's going to be other nations. So we're going to have to beat it into you, man.
Right. Removing the animals out of the sea.
Right.
For its due purpose. Yep. In order to fill your belly and your lust.
Yeah.
Right? We're not going to be doing anything like that. Having that gluttonous spirit. All right? We're going to try everything.
Ain't going to be no eels like Moab when you eat eels. Yeah. All this other stuff, man. Ain't going to be no lobster, none of that, man.
Eels,
Right?
dogs.
Verse 8, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
Right.
And the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. So who's going to possess the earth? So when they always say who belongs, the earth is for everybody. Who's going to have the possession of the earth?
Yeah.
Who was the earth originally for? Yes, other nations live on the earth, but who is the possessor of it, man? It's going to be what? Yasha'Allah, Prince of the Power, man. Israel. Okay, governed again under Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. Okay?
Yeah.
That's it, brother. Matter of fact, hold up, verse 9. It says, thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like the potter's clay.
Wow.
Hold up. First things first, let's hit that first part.
Yep.
It says, thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. What's that going to be? Those scepters, man.
Those scepters, that's
Okay?
right.
Because guess what? That scepter is a sign of rulership. Okay? It's a sign of rulership, man. And that's what we're going to bust you upside the head with, man.
Right.
And then it continues on to say what? It says, thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's clay. You know how much pressure and velocity and speed and power you have to hit somebody against a stone for them to dash it to pieces? We're talking about a human body now. For a body to break it to pieces, you know how much force has to be behind that? Let's talk about it, man. We ain't just talking about you just hit your head. No, we said pieces.
parts, body parts everywhere.
Blood bring you up to the
Ligaments
freaking
hanging out.
I bring you up to the third heaven. Come down, look like serious, man.
Yep. Hey, when somebody, I remember me and Priest Lock was driving down in the city. Somebody committed suicide, jumped off the roof.
Oh, yeah.
We just heard it.
Yeah,
The body hit the ground. We didn't see it though, but we heard the noise, how hard it hit. Wow! So, and his body didn't go in pieces from those skyscrapers. So, like the priest is saying, just imagine that, vision that, for you to dash someone into pieces.
Right.
You know how hard that person got to get hit, or what has to penetrate that person's body, or what he has to get hit with, for your body parts to separate from you from impact.
Right.
That's a harsh, crucial judgment.
Crucial judgment coming here.
And that's what's coming to you people, man. That's what's coming to you nations. That's what's coming to you Edomites. All right? And you 2/3.
Right. All
Yo.
y'all heathens.
That's it.
That was it. Give that real quick.
Second entrance 6
55.
and 55 said, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
That's right. Like the priest is saying, man, the world that you see today currently was made for what? The nation of Israel.
Right.
That's who it was made for. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Right.
Right? So it would behoove you to take heed, because once this devil show you his true horns, right? All of this politically correct, oh, let's all peace, and slavery was just 100 years ago, and forgive and forget. You're gonna see modern day.
But they don't forget to keep benefiting off the slavery.
Exactly.
I'm just trying to understand that part. Y'all want to say forgive and forget. Where's your forgiveness program? That's what here's all the money that we made from that. Matter of fact, let's bring down all the institutions that was built off of slavery. Let's build down the whole banking system. Oh man, wait a minute, Chase Bank, a whole bunch of banks here. We benefited off of Haiti. So you know what? Let's break down all the Chase banks and give them back all their money. Right? Forgive and forget, right? Forgive and forget.
No.
So how come y'all not that generous in that? How come y'all don't forget about that? How come y'all don't forget to still keep taking taxes every year? How about that? How come Great Britain is still not forgetting to take taxes from what? All these other Caribbean countries, man. Right? How about that?
Through all the turmoil and torture that you did, what about what you're doing over there in Haiti? Now you got to bring foreign troopers. To foreign troopers, right? To control the chaos. But there's only chaos happening in one place, because when it comes to chaos, you're going to find him there to provide the what? The solution or the aid. Guess what? I create the chaos, I start the fire, then I come with the damn fireman suit like this. Shh.
Exactly.
But she was in the background, the one lighting the match and putting the fuel down to start the fire.
Exactly.
All right? You want to talk about forgive and forget? Why are you in the land and you won't let the economy boost with the second precious metal that they have in Ethereum?
Right.
Why are you monitoring that?
Right.
Why they can't monitor it, and so they could boost up their economy, get the schools that they need, all right? Get the jobs that they need, all right? So that these so-called gangsters or gang members, with the excuses that the people are continue complaining about, is what the government is doing. There's no food, there's no school, there's no jobs. They're like, yo, these people are trying to kill us out, and we're not standing for this anymore. So you're the one that's creating the chaos over there, the illusion, so you can do what? Oh, these people are savages. These people is out of control. Look at this, they're robbing and stealing it. These dudes are moving on.
But you set up those conditions for them to get like that. You know what I'm saying? That pressure from above, pressure from below. I'm gonna set up the conditions to make them feel like wolves, like savages. Then I'm gonna act like I'm coming in with my solution. But like the prophet was saying, you set up the conditions. You set up the ghettos, the slums. You know what I'm saying? The crabs in the barrel spirit. You know what I'm saying? You set up all those conditions, man. The worst of the worst. Making it feel like you gotta do this to get out. Put the drugs in their community, put the guns in their community. And yes, at the end of the day, you still get on Jake because nobody's telling you that you gotta use it if you put it in. But it's just like anything else. When somebody is starving and you gonna put shrimp there, some people gonna be weak. They're gonna eat it anyway. You set up those wicked conditions, man.
Right. And you so wicked and evil, you go all over to these foreign countries, right? And put your US embassies down. Set up these conditions to make these immigrants, so-called immigrants, leave the country, come into America for some type of aid. Then you declare a state of emergency saying there's too much immigrants coming in. But in their visual eyes through your television, they think that this is the safe haven home.
Right.
People walking around freely, no one is suppressing them. Right, you got the few violence that's going on, but is it as severe as these foreign countries going on? Where there's no law and order? So you set it up now. Eric Adams states in the state of emergency, too many immigrants come through. But you're causing these conditions because you in their land taking their resources. That's to help them boost their economy. But when it comes to China, right, or Taiwan, right, you want to make treaties and deals with them when they was able to use the semiconductor chips to boost their economy, but you rather have deals with them, right, in these other nations. But when it comes to the nations where the Israelites are, you're going to oppress them over and over and over. Right? Because Taiwan actually was being bootlickers. They said, we're going to follow along with you. Anybody that don't follow along with you, then you be like, listen, I'm going to show you I'm the weapon of mass destruction. You know? Because if Bashar al-Assad would have just said, okay, let me go with the petrodollar system, you would have treated him like a brother now. Okay, come on, part of my alliance. Now you want to depict them to be terrorists, create ISIS, and do all this bullshit because he's like, no, we don't want your petrodollar stupid currency. We don't want it. We don't want your policies. We don't want no fucking homosexuals being able to get married in our country. They don't want any of that. You know, I'm gonna read the scripture real quick.
Like you said, when they impressed. That's why even when you deal with loans or you deal with insurance, you know what I'm saying? When you deal with insurance, you think about what like Maine, you know, certain spots. Guess what? They got low insurance. Why? Because who's primarily more there? Esau. But when there's more Jakes, everything's sky high. Insurance sky high. Right? So even that's strategic within their wars. But at the same time, I thought it was supposed to be the United States of America. So why is it not one united insurance? Why is it when I cross the border and I go to another state, my insurance is either higher or lower, depending on where I'm at. Even depending on within that state, depending on what region in that state I'm in. Why is that the case? It's supposed to be the United States of America. Show you it's all BS.
There's no fucking unity here. Exactly. And why is it that you able to get a damn school loan? You're able to get certain credit loans. You're able to get every I'm talking about for you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You're able to get every loan that they can charge you interest on and put you in debt. But when it comes to getting a business loan that's going to actually finance you and conduct any type of funding for your business to make your own money, that's the hardest part. Oh, I'm sorry, you know, you just started your business. I can't. It's freshly new. I don't care if your credit score's a fucking 1,000. I can't do it.
Student loan, he's 100,000.
Student loan. Well, you were able to give me $100,000 student loan with my credit score at fucking 400. 400 credit score. Here, go to school, come learn my policies, and come, you know, possibly work for me for the rest of your life to pay off this loan.
Auto loan. Be like, oh yeah, cool, get the car. When it comes to
house loan.
I want a business loan. I don't have your credit now. You don't got good enough credit. Well, how can I build my credit? I don't even got the freaking money to even start the business. Like that's the point of why I'm coming to you.
I know only that too. Even for Jay Bar to sell a house properly, you have to use fucking Esau. You can't even buy a house and get the proper sale for your house.
But he'll give you the loan for the house.
You know what I'm saying?
But they red line with that. That's why you have certain individuals, right? Where if you were Jake, they'll appraise your house and say, okay, it's $200,000. And you have some Jakes that's smart enough and say, you know what? Let me use Esau and act like this is Esau house. And then all of a sudden they'll say, oh, it's $600,000. All because they know who you are. They red lining you.
That's right.
So they lie to you and they create, again, how do you know how much my house is worth?
That's right.
You create these, how do you know?
That's right.
You just look at the land and say, hey, that's a problem. You're going to say it's $1 million.
That's right.
How do you know?
They're chasing that white picket fence, you know what I mean? But they want to go a brain and understand that the system is against you, yo. The white picket fence is not for you, yo.
Iowa, all these spots got low interest rates, man. It's primarily 90% Edomites, man.
That's right.
Revelation 6 and 13, right? It says, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. Because as John of Revelation is looking at this, when the nuclear missiles come down, it's looking like the stars fell from heaven. And this is what's going to happen to this society, man.
Right.
All these war talk you see going on, Russia, China, Taiwan, Ukraine, all right? America getting involved is going to result in what? Thermonuclear warfare, right? And this was prophetically written in the scriptures, man.
Right.
It says, verse 14, and the heavens shall depart as a scroll when it is rolled together, right? And that's going to be that mushroom cloud, right? When that nuclear missile hit, the smoke that rises up and rolls, right? Like a scroll. It says every mountain and island will move out their places because it's going to be a rush through. That impact is just going to start a whole wave. That's why when John the Revelator was looking down and looked at, that's why he called it a lake of fire.
Right, lake.
But you wacky tacky Christians think that this is talking about a burning place you're supposed to burn forever. Some mythology that the Roman Catholic Church created, all right, to create the what's that?
To create that
Hell's-
pretty much
Dante's Inferno.
Dante's Inferno, Dante Alighieri, going into the Divine Comedy book.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That Divine Comedy that they created, which shows the depiction of hell and the 7 circles of hell,
Yeah.
lust and this and that and the third. You know what I'm saying? Well, none of that's real.
Yeah.
They took it from what? Gehenna, which is what? A part outside of Jerusalem where everybody did what? They burned up their garbage, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's scripture. But guess what? At the end of the day, they take that, put their spin on it, say hell, and you want to create all these different deities, everything of that nature. No, that stuff is not real. Okay? There's no such place where you actually burn for eternity.
Exactly. You don't burn for eternity. Oh, the devil with a pitchfork. No, that concept of hell is not scriptural.
Right. And they know it's not scriptural, and then constantly on documentaries that say, even though it's not scriptural, so if it's not scriptural, then why are you telling all these fables?
Yeah.
Because when you look at documentaries, they talk about hell, even though it's not scriptural. So then why are you bringing it out?
Yeah.
So you're still trying to be a fearmonger and push out your lies, but then at the same time admit it's not scriptural.
Exactly.
So why are you lying on the holy scriptures? Scriptures tell you what? Not to add or take away from the scriptures.
That's right.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 15. And just to back you up also, when was reading about the mindset of Esau, right? Trying to rip the bands off and thinking he's going to escape his judgment and be the last Edomite, right? Verse 15, and the kings of the earth and the great men and the rich men and the chief captains and the mighty men and the bondmen and every free man hid themselves in dens and in rocks of the mountains, right? This is what they're trying to do, hide from the judgment to come. Those missiles that's being shot, hiding in bunkers, right? Hiding under different privileges that certain people in society that they want to save that's been given a golden ticket. Just like they show you in that movie,
Kingsman?
No, not the movie. When the world was being destroyed and certain people was able to get the tickets. 2020, 2012.
Oh, yes, 2012.
2012.
The movie's called 2012.
Yeah, it's called 2012. Only certain elites were able to get those tickets to get on that boat.
In that movie, they was making it seem like it was an earthquake and then it was a flood.
Yeah.
It was a big earthquake, then they showed like a flood coming, and then they had made something which they called ark.
Yeah.
I think they made like 2 or 4 of them. I forgot which one, like an ark, and they all had to have a ticket for it.
Yeah.
To get on it. Yeah.
It says, verse 16, right? They hid in the dens of the rocks, right, in the mountains. Verse 16, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. 2 entities.
Wow.
Two
Yeah,
entities.
That's it.
The face of him that sitteth upon the throne, which means what? They are acknowledging that the Most High does sit on the throne and he did have the Lamb right beside him.
Oh.
But then again, you come out here and you teach that this God and the Lord, the Most High is the same. But here, this is what you're saying. Hide me from the one that sit upon the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. Because we see, you know scriptures. You know that Yahweh Shah said, he shall not meet thee as a man. And he's coming back for vengeance.
Right.
You know?
Also right there too shows you, once again, that this man is carnal.
Yeah.
Why? Because Do you really think, the scriptures tell you the Most High's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Do you really think you want to hide in the rocks and the Most High not going to see you?
Yeah.
Hey man, the scriptures tell you that, these rocks, everything that you did, all your simple acts, guess what? They're going to give you up in that time. They're going to testify against you, man. That rock is going to gladly move like it right here. Come on, man. But again, just let you know how stupid Esau is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really think you hide in a mountain, you hide in these rocks, you hide in your silos. You know what I'm saying? You hide in your bunkers. You really think that the Lord is not going to know where you are? Like the Lord just, like hold up, brother. Like I want brothers to really think about this. Like the Lord created the universe, right? The Heavenly Father created the universe, created Earth. You really think that the Lord don't know all of the Earth? Can't see through the Earth. Don't know where you are on the Earth?
Exactly. That's a foolish thought. Yeah.
That's why it's like, how can you hide from the Lord?
Yeah.
That's why when you see chariots come and people be trying to run all this stuff, like where you running to?
That's right.
Good.
But I got something I'm back on this. I got something. And this is Jeremiah 49, verse 10. I said, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered her secret places. This is exactly the Lord will make you bare. You're going to be bare. You're going to have nowhere to hide. You'll be exposed. And you'll cover all the secret places.
Right.
So wherever you think you're going to hide, you build all your bunkers on the ground, you're going in the deep sea. I mean, right now, I've seen a hidden real estate going on right now. Underground real estate. Where you're buying houses underground. Yeah. Only Esau had a real estate bubble. There's a big market going on right now. All them celebrities and rich buying underground, going 50, 60 feet down and building homes.
Yeah, man.
PPN for the PPN.
Yeah, you're right, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Y'all dudes is delusional, man. This whole Disney, Ariel, Under the Sea.
That's right.
Y'all not going to be able to hide.
That's right.
All right.
I'm saying? Continue, it said, Jeremiah 49, verse 10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself.
Right.
You can't hide. You cannot hide. You'll go anywhere. You cannot hide, yo.
Right.
You can't escape this judgment coming, yo.
Right.
It's written and it's going to be done.
Right.
You cannot hide. You can do what you want. You know what I'm saying?
Guess what? That's on all levels.
That's right.
Because guess what? That veil has been lifted where, guess what? You can't hide who you are anymore either.
Right.
Because it means devil, deceiver. Everybody
Right.
knows who you are.
Right.
It's not like, okay, this is the white man now. You're like pure. No, everybody knows who you are now.
Right.
That whole thing was one big mirage.
Yep.
The Most High made you bare. Everybody knows who you are. We know you the devil that the Bible speaks of. Okay, we can tell from your actions. That's why Job 9:24 it ends off by saying,
Right.
where, if not where, then who is he?
Yep.
Like who has caused this much destruction on the earth when you do not know who it's coming from?
Right.
Because once again, and I gotta keep doing this emphasis, we are not giving credit to any of these wicked heathens. We gotta put that as a disclaimer.
Right.
But guess what? You look at the Babylonian Empire, you look at the Medo-Persian Empire, you look at the Greek Empire, you look at the Roman Empire, correct? I've never heard of them putting 5-6G technology in the water, man, killing the animals.
Yep.
Toxic waste. Have you ever heard that from that? Putting satellites in the heavens.
Right.
Huh? Taking the earth's blood, which is the oil.
Right.
Huh? Could you imagine that? You take the earth's blood, which is the oil. You drain that out. Then you make the earth smoke its own blood. Because
Right.
you got trees here, correct?
That's right.
This oil goes into what? It goes into the cars, it goes into the exhaust, right? It pollutes the air, right? That same tree's got to breathe that back in to put out what? Oxygen, right? Could you imagine if somebody had you in a bed, strapped, took blood from you, said smoke your own blood?
Yep.
And if you keep taking the blood of the earth, which if somebody kept taking your blood, what happens? You go into convulsions, you start shaking. You wonder where all these earthquakes coming from.
Yep.
Who has done that?
Continuing, it said, his seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbors, and he is not. So your seed, your children to spoil you. You think you're no blessing, yo. The only good seed is Israel, yo. Your seed, your children to spoil you. All their children spoil. It's a whole corrupt seed, yo. Nothing to come out to you, all their brethren, the UN or the NATO, all their friends is corrupt, yo. You know what I'm saying? Your brethren spoil your neighbor, everything around you, you hear all of them get no credit, yo. You teach yourself like all I do is use the earth, take the oil of the earth, put it, all I just fuck up this place, yo.
Yeah, it's spoiled.
Now all I did, yo, everything about you and your friends spoiled. You went, you need all of your spoiled, yo.
Spoiled.
That's why you don't come back to this troll all, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Spoiled, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They born to what? Trust fund babies, okay,
right.
high interest rates. Okay, they born with that perpetual hatred.
That's right.
Just hate Jay.
Yep.
Look at Jay Law. Look at these dudes, scum of the earth. Look at them. Busy hallways. Look how they dress. Look how they move. You know what I'm saying? Why? They get spoiled because they don't got to worry about the things in this life. Why? Because it's already been set up for them.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Blood, sweat, and tears have been set up for them. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when you look at these individuals, that's why these Edomites are so pissed off now because they realize this American dream was false also for them.
That's right.
It was only about the elites that care about the elites. So a lot of them like, wait a minute, I thought I had this, or I thought I had that. No, you've been sadly mistaken. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't about you, but guess what? At the end of the day, they are spoiled. And guess what? That spoiling is coming to an end.
That's right.
Go ahead.
That's not like
That's it?
I got you got something?
Bring it out. Let's read something.
I got Job 34 and this is Job. Just back up the prophets up here.
Go.
Job 34 and 21.
You know?
For his eyes are upon the ways of men, and he seeth all his goings, right? The Lord see all your goings, man. So especially in this society, you got a lot of creeps, man. You got a lot of secret pedophiles out here, all right? That want to molest little kids, all right? But they walk around in your society, so, hey, I'm upright, you know? They some of your local teachers, your local doctors,
Yes.
all right? Your local joggers.
Yes.
But then when they go home, what do you think they doing? In their basement, they got a whole bunch of kids there ready to chop up and eat. You know?
It's weird, you know what I'm
it's
saying?
it's weird.
Yeah,
You got headphones on, you like, oh
You
shit.
got headphones on, you still here.
That's the Holy Spirit.
You know what
You
I'm
see
saying?
the eyes? She said,
Because she like, I am a pedophile. Like, I am doing this.
goddamn pedophiles, man. Pizzagate exposed all that. Why? Because they believe in sex magic,
Yes.
right? And that witchcraft.
Sex magic, and witchcraft, and all seeing eye, talking about, you know, little boys' anus and all these different things.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
It's witchcraft, man. You got it.
Yeah. It says, continuing on verse 22, it says, there is no darkness nor shadow of death where the workers of iniquity may hide themselves. Right? Like the Lord said. So you can't hide yourself from the Most High. There's no way there's no darkness. There's nothing that you can go do. You can't cover it up. You can't go in the tent. All right? You can't change your name and say, hey, I'm going to be, I'm going to go by the Germans now.
Right.
All right? I'm a transhuman. You can't change what you want to be called to hide yourself. I don't identify as a her or a him or a sir or man. I identify as a that, a they, a Q. Yeah. Identify as a apostrophe.
Identify as an apostrophe, freaking decimal point. Exclamation mark.
Hey, you had a man, they had to kick out the baby part because he said he identified as a baby. A grown-ass Edomite with a baby Tupperware on and a bottle and diapers on. Yeah. You know what he was there for.
All right, so then how about this? How about I identify as so-called white and I go and I give me some low interest rate. How about that?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see if that work if I go to the
See
bank and
that,
say,
yeah.
yo, I identify as a Caucasian.
Yeah.
You know, give me some low interest rate. Matter of fact, I want it free.
Yeah. Why I couldn't say I identified as taking the juice already? Right?
Exactly.
I'm a trans-vax. I was born already
Right,
with the juice in me.
Exactly, even better. I'm a trans-vax. I was born with the juice in me.
Like what? If a whole man could say that he was born a woman. What? And you can't tell him nothing because you can't tell him how he feels, how he was born. Yeah. So how do you know what was in my body? The juice is in me.
Exactly. I identify as it.
Hey, take it up a notch. Hey, somebody saying that I identify as already taking the chip. That's right. So let me buy and sell now.
Damn.
But you're not gonna do that because you're a devil.
Right.
Anything that you allow people to do that's for the destroying of them, of their souls, is those are the things they're going to do.
Right.
You know? I identify as a millionaire. So my bank account is full, all right? So my bills need to be paid. Sir, where's the payment? Listen, I identify as a millionaire. Don't talk to me like that.
I identify as a billionaire. I want $100 million taken out of my account right now. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, hurry up. That's why I identify with nope, you're going against my beliefs. I'm assuming you guys, because you're not allowing no transaction to go through.
Yeah. And I identify as a billionaire in Bitcoin. So I need to cash out. But it's already something you don't see. So what's the problem?
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So there's no place that you can hide yourself. That says, that was it on that. Yeah, I'm gonna get one more real quick. Just like Psalms 39. Psalms 39. No, Psalms 139, 7. All right, Psalms 139. So, you can't hide from the Most High. There's no disguising it.
Right.
Psalms 139.
What's his name? Rachel Dawson. Rachel Dawson. When she tried to identify as so-called black.
Yeah.
That was like 2006, 2002, something like that. They wasn't going for that.
Oh.
She was trying to go for that. They wasn't going for that though.
Psalms 139 and 7.
No.
It says, "Whether shall I go from thy spirit, or whether shall I flee from thy presence?" Verse 8. "If I ascend into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, below thou art there." All right, so understand what King David is saying, that the Lord is in everything.
That's right.
He's everywhere. That's his name.
Right.
Yahweh. He exists. You go into the heavens. You go into the sky. You go, whatever atmosphere you're in. The Lord is there.
Where
Right?
you are, the Lord is there. I don't care if you dreaming. He's in it.
He's in it.
He created dreams. Like, he's in it.
He's in it.
You can't escape.
You can't escape. You go below the ground, hell, in the dirt. He's there.
Right.
Right? It says, verse 9, "If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the utmost parts of the sea," verse 10, "even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me." Verse 11, "If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light about me." See, David had that wisdom. But then you got the wicked, they practice at night.
Yeah.
They do things in darkness.
Yeah.
Like as if they're being hid from the Most High. That's just that's their wicked traits.
Right.
But King David had the wisdom and the light to understand that even in the night shall the light be about me. Right?
So with that being said too, technically everything is reality to y'all about you know.
Right.
So you trying to escape reality, go into the metaverse, the Lord allowed him to create that because the Lord is in it.
Yeah.
Right. How you gonna escape the metaverse? The Lord ain't gonna see me in it. Are you serious? You can't escape, man.
That's right.
Virtual reality, it's still reality to the Lord. He's still gonna see you.
You can't hide it. You
Lord's
can't.
see, that's what he's still trying to create his own universe where he can try to escape out of the Lord's universe. You're still in the universe. You're still in the Lord's creation, man. You can't escape. VR, all these different terms to the Lord is the same. It's the same, man.
Same thing. It says verse 12, "Yea, the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as day. The darkness and the light are both alike to thee."
Right.
So the Most High is not like, oh, damn, it's a little dark over there. That's a little light over there. Both is as clear as day.
Right.
Most High sees both.
Yep.
So you're not going to go hide something and then
fucking
present
dark.
yourself a certain way.
That's right.
This is why we know you guys to be the devils you are, that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
Right?
It's not like man where the Satan come in the house like, damn, dark, I got too much on to see. Lord, you see everything. Everything is light to him.
Right.
Yep. Is it?
I have one
Bring it up.
and then the linebacker will preachers bring out it's Amos chapter 9 verse 8. It said, "Behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon this sinful kingdom." All right, you can't hide. This is a sinful kingdom. Where the eye of the Lord look at this kingdom because this is a sinful kingdom, and He's watching this kingdom so He can do what you. He watching everything we're going on here. So you can't hide because he's watching this kingdom right through. This is on surveillance. This is under the surveillance of Yahweh Shai. They're watching this place, yo.
God.
Your surveillance is nothing to what's going on, yo. If the Lord said he's watching this, he's watching it, yo. Continue it. And he said, and I will destroy it from the earth. So like, and I will destroy it from the face of the earth, saying that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Lord. Yes, the only people who be saved here is the whole free leg, yo. The whole free leg and the other third, the other one third who following the laws, touching and commandment, but everybody else will be destroyed. Because the eye, you know, watching this evil kingdom where everybody passing here and feel like it's okay to be gay and homosexuality, walking holding hands, two men walking holding hands, and you know, you feel it's okay, and they have all these laws and the authority. You can wake up in the morning and say, oh, you want to be a woman, or you want to be a man for the opposite sex. You know what I'm saying? Committing adultery. You know, the people think, the Lord watching all that, yo. The Lord watching all these things, you know what I mean? The killing, the robbing, lying, all these things they're doing, the Lord watching that, yo. And the only people going to be saved is who feel like, and the other one too, following the laws, statutes, and commandments, yo. They're the only people, everybody going to be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? So everybody, you know what I mean? Hey Israel, you're getting warning, yo. You have to take heed and take warning, yo.
That's right.
Wake up, yo. You're getting warning from the whole field like coming out here week in, week out. They just spread this word, you know what I'm saying? And all the pastors ignoring it. All they just keep on their left, watching and smiling, smirking. All they hear it, yo. It could be in all their memory, yo.
Yeah.
No, it could be in all their thoughts.
Yeah, you're right, brother. Because guess what? The Lord gives out way more mercy than he does judgment.
That's right.
The scriptures, man. Two major judgments, when you think about it, was what? The flood, and then what's going to come, which is what? Nuclear missiles, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? First by water, next one by fire. That's what we say. So guess what? Between that time, the Lord gave a powerful grace period and mercy. But guess what? That grace period is getting slower. It's coming down more. You know what I'm saying? That time for that grace period, it's like a what's what I'm looking for, like a time clock. Like it's coming down. Because what? Wickedness is increasing, and guess what? Prophecy is being fulfilled. We're getting closer to the time of the trouble.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that window, okay, to get right, it's getting slimmer. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. All right? So like the prophet said, you know what I'm saying? You're absolutely right, brother. Yep. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. And another thing is, too, that windows get closer, but then also, too, you don't know how long you're going to be alive on this earth.
Right.
You know, people always have that concept of, you know, you hear the gate, going tomorrow. I don't believe in that, man. You hear today, you going today.
Right.
You going that same day you in. You don't, you know what I'm saying? Fuck you talking about, like, I just know tomorrow I'm going to be. No, that day is when you go. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, like, all right, tomorrow is the day when you die that day you win. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
you're right. Yeah.
That don't make no sense when people say, here today, go tomorrow. Like, no, there ain't no tomorrow. You're in that day.
Because they keep counting the day that passed.
Yeah.
Once you win this day, that day that passed is non-existent. Yeah, he was just here yesterday. No, he wasn't just here yesterday. He was just here today, the day he went.
Right. That's it. That same day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's exactly why. Like you said, that's past, but what they call today? It's a present.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why? Because this is a present that the Lord gave you for you to still be alive.
Yeah.
To have a chance to know about the truth and do right. That's a present.
Yeah.
Right. That's a gift from the Heavenly Father, the fact that we still here right now preaching his holy name, man. Because I don't know if I'm going to be here. I don't know if I'm going to be here at 8 o'clock. I don't know what's going to happen in a few minutes. You know what I'm saying? So it's that same day.
Right.
That was on that? That was on that. I got Sirach 12 and 17.
Bring it up!
Going back to what the prophet was talking about, man, how, you know, Esau sets up that these wicked situations where they give you that pressure from below and pressure from above.
Yep.
That order out of chaos. It says, Sirach 12 and 17, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first.
Hey, that's showing you exactly what he's doing in Haiti.
That's right.
You know, he's there with his little red cross.
Yeah.
Red Cross.
I'm here to save the children from the earthquakes.
Yeah.
Man, my little children.
Yeah.
Bringing the dungeon.
He's bringing the dungeon, and now he's just
Pizzagate.
shipping them out everywhere.
Pizzagate.
Yeah, Pizzagate. Right?
Freaking Epstein Island and shit.
Yeah.
Man, I got you. We take good care of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna find him there first. That's what he infiltrated. Well, he didn't infiltrate. He created Black Lives Matter through the oppression and the struggles and the emotions of Jake.
He was there first.
He was there first.
So when you're dealing with the Flint water getting poisoned,
He's there first.
he was there first. That's how they get poisoned.
Euphrates River's drying up. Right.
There first.
The air polluted.
He polluted it. He
Right
started
there.
it. He was there first.
Start shit down there.
But then he want to come later on, global warming.
Yeah.
I gotta find a solution. But how did it get like that? Who did that? You. How did everything heat up? You the one did that. Greenhouse gases, everything I took. Who did it? And that's why that name is an omen, man. Esau wasted away his seed. You waste away everything.
Everything.
You destroy
Touch.
everything.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? You are a walking corrosion, man.
Walking compactor. A walking compactor. Just walking through. Yeah. Everything is just getting crushed in your sight and just getting eaten up.
It says, and though he pretend to help thee,
Wow.
includes. We got you. Hurricane Sandy, we know all about that. We got it. FEMA camps.
Yeah.
We got you. Don't worry about it. Here's the best free food to help you out.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna tell you it's GMO. We ain't gonna tell you put poison in that food. Yeah, it's for your benefit. It says, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee.
Yep.
Okay.
Undermine you.
He's gonna undermine you.
Yep.
So why
Well-
everybody over here? Oh, Black Lives Matter. Who's the head of Black Lives Matter? Let's go deeper. We ain't talking about these three LGBT females. Let's go deeper. George Soros undermined you. What's going on? Seems like there's a lot of scam going on with this whole Black Lives Matter. How come all of a sudden you got documentaries coming out? All of a sudden you got hundreds of $1,000s going to what? Strip clubs, LGBT movement.
Drag queen.
When you used to read their website, I don't know if it's still up there. Guess what? It told you what it was about. LGBT movement. I thought it was about Black Lives Matter. Why are you pushing a certain vibration? Why are they stealing $90 million? Is this to undermine you? Guess what? These individuals that was hurt, what's happening to their families? Sandra Bland's, all these individuals, what happened to them? Why are these ghettos and slums still in this state and condition that they in right now? What's going on?
That's good. And that's good for their ease. Because now you getting all the blame. Guess what? She just got a new backyard. Everybody's commenting, oh, she spent 1.4 million on her backyard. I hope that wasn't with all the donations from Black Lives Matter. Now you getting all the smoke. The devil, nobody mentioning George Soros. Only the prophets are.
Of course not, because that's how it's always going to go. They're always going to use you as a scapegoat. They're going to set up the conditions, put a black face in there, so-called black face, Israelite face there, and when something happens, boom, oh, it's his fault. You're never going to hear about these individuals that set it up. Nobody said George Soros. They saying y'all individuals. You know what I'm saying?
So like I look up the word undermine, and it said, render unstable by digging at the foundation. It said, injure by invisible secret.
Wow.
Yeah?
So that's powerful. It says render unstable by what? Digging the foundation,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
You know what that means? If I dig on the foundation where you standing at, oh, I made you slip.
Yep. Yep.
I made you fall. Guess what? Jacob means what? Supplanted, which means what? The trip. So I'm gonna do the same thing to you. I'm gonna undermine you, make you trip.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You try to grab my heel, Jacob, grabbing Esau heel, I'm gonna try to undermine you, but at the same time, he can only undermine you unless you put your trust in him.
That's right.
That's why it says never trust thine enemy, because how can he undermine you? That's why the scriptures say what? He leave him an avenger, because you want to know how to deal with this stuff.
That's right.
Like grievous enemies.
Right.
Yo, y'all trusting this man, because why he constantly smiling at you, giving you these gifts, where it tells you that what? He gonna undermine you with what? His meats, right? He gonna treat thee fair, but if he needs something, once he don't, I'm gonna run you dry and I'm gonna throw you out. Go ahead.
He said, injure by invisible secret or dishonorable means. So this guy is a fucking traitor, yo. You know, come and laugh in your space, try to help you. But he didn't undermine your foundation, so you must collapse, yo. This is what Jake don't understand. Israel don't understand this, that this is an undermined mindset guy, yo. Everything you do about undermine fucking deceitful way about him, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like the pressure from above, pressure from below. Set it up and then he take everything, yo.
That's right, brother. Going back to verse 18, it says, he will shake his head and clap his hands and whistle much and change his countenance. Then that's what they do. Because guess what? Even though these devils are the same one, they're there first. So it's Soros or these other individuals, these big they set it up. They put you as the face, and when something happens, what do? Once they cause that effect, because you know how they get you through sin. Because what y'all dudes doing that, y'all stealing, y'all robbing, y'all lying. So that's why the Most High take you down, because you are the only ones that Lord statutes and commandments was given to, the Israelites, okay? So that's how Esau gets you, do what? Sin. And now when you do that, what does he do? Shake his head. Look at this. Look at this. See what happens when we give them a chance? See what happens when we give them some? Look, they do this to your own people. And that only happens with what? When you sin. That's the only way Esau can get at you. That's right. If you sin.
Right.
If you don't, you open that door, brother. You open up that door, that's the only way he can get at you. If you don't sin, they don't got nothing. And that's why they hate it. That's why they hate us bringing out this truth week in and week out.
That's right.
Because guess what? When you bring out the truth, it's hard for you to tell a lie. Every time we bring down the truth, we what? We breaking down these strongholds.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Where do you think Kanye even learned that he was an Israelite from? Where do you think he learned it from? Huh? From our spiritual fathers, the apostles, others of GMS, man.
That's right.
Okay? Bringing out this truth and sincerity for decades on end, man.
That's right.
Okay? And guess what? There are elders before them. Huh? Let's talk about it. To the point where people could look this up and research and say, wait a minute, this makes sense. So that delusion, okay, that veil that's when the society is being broken. Okay? The prophets is back on the scene.
Right.
All right? That's it.
Now this Ecclesiastic 7 verse 7. It said, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift.
Hey, let's read that again.
This Ecclesiastic 7 verse 7, it said, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
Hey, adversity, oppression, is interchangeable, right? It says, don't you find him in, he says, with adversity, you're going to find him there first, right? But look what, when you dealing with adverse times, when you being oppressed, what does that make a wise man do?
Okay? It said, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
And a gift destroyeth the heart. So even though you find him there first, like you said, we're not going to trust him. We're not going to trust the gift you bring us through the oppression. Here, I'm coming to help you and aid you. Here's Section 8. Here, you can go to school for 4 years free, but guess what? You got to pay me back by working in that same city for free. Right? He'll bring you the gifts, and the gift destroys what? Your heart, your judgment.
Right.
So that's why he gives you gifts. Here. And it's illusion, false gifts, false miracles.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Destroy the heart. Don't worry about who you really are. Hey, don't worry about who you really are. What I want you to do is act in this movie as the Demonian Dynasty. Act like you're a Hamite. Take this 20 million, 10 million, $5 million. Don't worry about it, because guess what? Worry about yourself. Don't you want to be on the yachts? Kanye, it destroyed your heart. You ain't care nothing about this until now they start going back on their deal. Before that, you wasn't bringing out Israel. You wasn't bringing out the Jews. You wasn't bringing none of that out. Now all of a sudden, you want to bring this out when things ain't going well. But when you had everything else, now, why can we say nothing then?
Hit the doors.
Yeah,
Fully
he
repent.
said, he said, show them that we not those niggas. Why did he say that? He said, I got blue swimming in the tub, nigga. He said, blue looking like Pac in the tub. Why you saying that? Saying that he want blue to be covered in gold like Pac. Like, we prove it to these, at least we not like these regular niggas. We deserve to be in a higher echelon. Meaning what? I don't care about this truth. I don't care for them to know it.
Right.
I'm gonna keep them away from it as long as I'm good. That gift destroyer for heart.
Gift destroy your judgment. Finishing off, I'm gonna just unless you brother got something else. 2 Corinthians 5 and 11.
Nope.
No, it's not here. What's that? It's not here, not 5. But I'm bringing this out too. 2 Corinthians 5 and 11. Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men, right? Because we know the terror of the Lord. Right. That's why we come in here week in and week out, understanding the terror of the Lord, understand what the Most High is going to do.
Right.
So we out here to persuade men to do what? Repent, turn back. At this point, Kanye, best thing for you to do is completely repent.
That's all.
Go on your platform, say all praises to Yahweh, Shem Yahshua, Bashim Kwakadash, double honors to the apostles, the great millstone. Because we know that's who you watch.
Come home, man.
We
Come
know
home.
you watch the apostles, man.
Come home. That's it. Come home.
Nobody else has been bringing out this truth. You're not gonna find out anywhere from any platform, any Google search about letting the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans know that they are the true biblical Israelites. You're going to only hear that from the prophets. You're not, and you're going to hear correctly the true understanding of it from the apostles of Great Millstone. Right?
Right. So stop all that capping online and doing all this stuff, you know, for clout. Stop all that, man. Because, you know, you may be Kanye West, but we telling you that Lord is coming from the east. And you don't want to see when he come back, man. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to scatter you to the west if you ain't paying, you're not on the right path, man. Go ahead.
We are, it says, persuade men, but we are made manifest unto the Most High, and I trust also are made manifest in your consciousness. Right. So this is what you trust. The prophets, the prophecies. None of these shall fail. Right? The scriptures. That's what you put your trust into. And last one real quick. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11, it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us. Like the prophet was bringing out. He only can undermine you if you trust him. So this is what Satan is looking for. God, through the spirit power, that's what Satan is looking for, to get an advantage of the elect. But it says, lest Satan should gain an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Right.
So daily you should be examining yourself to see if you are getting caught up in the devices of Satan. Because the game is rigged for the elect.
That's right.
This is not saying, this is not giving us advice or what not to do.
Right.
This is the prophet speaking, saying that lest Satan should get an advantage of us, we are not ignorant of his devices.
Right. It says not ignorant. The word ignorant means what? Lack of knowledge.
Right.
We have the knowledge. That's
right.
So therefore, we're not going to be ignorant.
Right.
We have the knowledge. We know who the devil is. We know your game plan. We know your end game.
Right.
But guess what? Ultimately, we know the Most High. Yahweh Shem Yahshua in there.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
They're not, powerful. We're not ignorant of those devices, man. Speaking on present terms. At the time that the scriptures was written, they were speaking on present terms. Right. And we all know everything is reincarnated, so everything still stands to this day.
That's right.
So you examine yourself and you see whether you're in the faith and that you're not a reprobate by not getting caught up in the devices of Satan, man. Not taking these gifts and not letting them beguile you, all right? Not trusting into this beast system, which we all know is going to fall. That's right. Started out in Revelation, man.
That's right.
Yeah, man. I'm saying, that's it. Hey, man. Hey, another powerful day, man. Of casting down this wicked society, all right, and preaching to and fishing for the elect to rise them up, man. All right, beautiful camp. And with that being said, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Qadash. Double honors to apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and who taught us this truth. Especially salutations to the hopefully elect, by Yahweh, the house of David, and to the confusion of faces scattered across the four corners of the globe. All right, shalom to the elders and the priests and the shepherds of Berekim as well, man. All right, and shalom to you sincere brothers out there.
I gotta say y'all brothers' names, man. Shout out and honors to priest Don Mayam. Shout out and honors to priest Yalak Mara'ah.
That's right.
Shout out and honors to priest Malak Bob. We love y'all brothers.
That's right. That's right. With that being said, Kum Yashala, Kum Yashala, Kum Yashala, Shalom.
Good job.